Welcome, 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 welcome. Go over here for a sec. This. We should have a little sound, right? Yeah, just a little bit. I'll leave the HDR off for now. Oh, data. Limited data. Oh, we got two of them going. We gotta turn that one off. There we go. No double audio. We approved adjustments to overall game stability. Okay. I don't even know what happened in the first Death Stranding. Let me watch this.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding.
Okay. Wait, cancel. Hit next.
The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side.
What up, TikTok brethren? We out of jail.
Beached things. When they came into contact with the living,
What?
the result was instant annihilation.
Ain't no way.
Leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
What are y'all talking about? Bro, TikTok about to make me so mad, bro. Like, I have never been so annoyed with TikTok. I don't even know what my password is on this one. I swear to TikTok. What is your problem? TikTok's acting weird. Alright. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, beach things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. They void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
Alright, so if I go to my profile right now, am I live streaming? I am.
Those who survived these changes
okay, so we good over here.
Timefall
I just couldn't see
and
it.
BTs alike. They withdrew into
That's
the
getting no
cities,
airflow.
which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel.
I've been doing it for quite a
stopped
while.
meeting in person. They grew
V4.
distant from one another.
I think I'm okay.
And became further isolated.
It's been like this for the last 8
8
months.
Seeing this,
I think if I was hurting it, I think we would know by now.
The United States of America founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However,
This is the cheapest recap I've ever seen.
this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who
I'm
could
really
save
surprised that he
humanity.
did it this way.
So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America.
Okay.
Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phosmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But by extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named
First president of the UCA.
Sam, the incomparable dead man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart.
I still don't get this story.
Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of Fragile.
Leader of the private delivery
outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Seth, as your friends, we would
the fact that
he's
he's trying to make sense of this is crazy to me.
But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list... Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth. America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison.
Okay, we get it. What you think of the G3 Extreme? Worth upgrading from the Z2E? No. If it was AMD, sure, but it's really hard to kind of jump into a different graphics card or graphics or APU really, because they always got different problems. I think that one right now has a really big problem with VRR. Um, so no, I mean, I think the G3 Extreme is really, really great, but is it worth upgrading right now? I don't think so. I think it's going to be, just give it more time. Let them work out the kinks. It's too much of a um, early adopter situation right now for me to care. But I like it. It looks cool. Hold on, I didn't want to show my freaking birthday. I'm gonna just pick one. I'm pick today. What's today? 7/11. Bad up. Is that the Legion Go 2? Yeah, it's the Legion Go 2. Was just thinking about buying this game. Is it worth it? I just booted it up. No, I don't know. It might be. Heard it was good. Since BTs, people lived in fear of them withdrawing from the outside world. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby called Lou, who's possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the Chiral network. Yeah, the game is definitely worth it. It was my game of the year last year. Nice, nice. They celebrated the United Cities of America, Sam and Lou. Yep. Okay. 11 months later. So he'd be like, what? One? He's still one? So he was like two. Well, I'll give you two, I guess.
Me? I've always loved porters.
Baby was like
Through
8
freezing
months, I
rain
thought.
and biting
6
wind.
months, maybe.
Across rivers.
Might be coming up on 2.
Mountains and endless deserts.
I'm playing on the Legion Go 2 right now.
Come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world.
32 gigs of RAM, that is correct.
And I know they'll be back again today.
I still have my Legion Go 1, but my controllers are so broken, shaking the device makes it fall off. Jeez. No, this ain't no, it's not 1,000 no more. Well, it never was 1,000, but it's even worse now. It's like, it's 2 grand. Yeah, 2 grand. Fortunately, everything is up in price and doesn't make much sense. So we just gotta deal with it, or not buy nothing. It's always an option. getting into the game now. Well, dropping, chugging. 28 frames. Ooh. Chugging. 22 frames. Jeez.
Okay, time to head home.
Sheesh. 20 frames is crazy. And I already know we at 800p. That mug is not about to be good. We at quality on the Pico. Maybe we should go to FSR 3 quality. These things should be off for now. We are using anti-aliasing, but they don't even have that many. Oh, we're gonna apply the changes. Ooh, they got me at the high settings. Fancy. Y'all tweaking. We're gonna start low because it looks like it needs every little piece. And we're gonna go up a little bit on our textures. We're gonna go 4 times. Shadow quality, we're gonna go medium. Shadow resolution, we're gonna go low. Screen space shadow is gonna be on. Ambient occlusion gonna be, it's only high or off. Dang, we're gonna have to leave that on high. Reflection is gonna stay low. Level of detail can go to medium. Terrain gonna go to medium. Everything else is gonna stay the same. Translucency, adjust the rendering quality of the various translucent objects such as particle systems. Particle effects that place a heavy burden on system resources. Rendered at a lower resolution. Okay. Turn off depth of field. Oh, they don't let you turn off depth of field. Never mind. You only get 5 on motion blur, so we're gonna leave it at 5. Gonna apply these settings. Steam input is currently enabled. Okay. I have to restart it, but it's still chugging. I mean, this is a nice shot. Don't get me wrong. It's a very nice shot. But 20. Huh? 20. We already using FSR. Ambient inclusion is probably going to be the bigger one. But cloud quality, terrain quality, level of detail stay there. We're gonna go low on that. Yeah. I don't even think we can get a decent 30 out of this motherfucker. We're gonna restart. I'm gonna save and restart, see if that does anything. Manual save. Quick game. How much VRAM on this Lenovo? There's 32 gigs on this one. Yeah. There's going to be compromises. GD. I mean, yeah, GD. So it is a handheld. You got to kind of keep that in perspective. But There's going to be games that are betterly optimized, more optimized for handhelds than others. 20 TDP. This game, the original game. I don't need to show this launcher no more. Don't show me this launcher. Original game ran pretty well. We was able to get like 60 FPS on it. This game just seems like it needs a little bit more juice. Optimization might need to, be a little bit more improved. But it is what it is. It's not like it's the handheld fault for being a handheld. Some games just run better on it, some do not. I guess you can looks like it's instantaneous freaking jump back in though. That's kind of nice. I like that. Not gonna lie, I like that. We at 40 when we not looking across the whole field. But the whole field is cooking it still. But we at least now hitting a level, a solid 30. And we're at 20 TDP because we want to make sure we're still we're still being realistic with our TDPs, but we wanted to potentially dock it. Let's just give it a quick look so you guys can see if you give it all the juice or whatever. What that looks like, I don't think it's going to be too much of a difference, but we will test it anyway. It might give you like 10 more frames, if that, maybe 10, maybe 5, like 5 frames or something like that. It's at 42 now. It's not going to be stable, but it's at 40. You're going to get more. You're going to get more frames looking back at nothing, looking down at the ground, looking up at the sky. Ooh, we at 60. See how manipulative people can be online. But yeah, the biggest component of this is that we're looking over the field and we're not really getting much of a difference. That's why it's valuable for people to tell you realistic expectations. And that 20 TDP is you're probably going to get 90% of your performance. You don't really need more than 20. You can go up to 25, but it's just diminishing returns. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, should we try to lock it? So it was pretty big. It was like, I say like you getting 70%, 78% maybe. Because we were at like 34-ish. Now we're sitting at, now it's going lower. I think I gave it too much juice. Now it's got to kind of course correct. But if we were to lock it, seems like it's getting worse. Happen. I think we're going this way. We don't need to. Maybe we're gonna go this way. Yeah, it's getting worse. Interesting.
Definitely don't want to fall here.
That's interesting. It was just at like 34. It's almost as if it stopped going up to 99% because of the wattage change. Let's restart it again. That's an interesting thing. But you see the speed of how fast you get back into the game? That's dope. I like that. I actually like when they take the extra effort to do all that type of stuff. But you can get into this game pretty quick. It's not harming my Legion Go because it's not, the airflow is still available. If you see my hand, I can clearly get all my fingers under it because it has airflow. It might be just because, it looks that way. It does look like a flat surface though, I'm not gonna lie, but because the Joy-Cons elevates it, I can sit it like this without issue. So no, it's not hurting the airflow. See that? What changed? You know? Why is it at 38 now? So if I lock it to 30, I'm hopeful that we can keep a 30. But when I went to 25 TDP, went to full TDP and then went back down, I lost performance. Don't know why, but I did. And I'm looking at the same scene. We was just at 25, 28 for some reason. I don't know what changed. But obviously, don't mess with the TDP when you're in the game. But it could be that it was just loading stuff and then that's really the impact of it. I have no clue. All I know is that it tanked for some reason. Where we going? Hold to view position. Oh, we gotta go that way? How you get down? Oh. No, we still low. We still going low. I might have to make some more adjustments. Still going low. We got 24, 26. There's obviously something occurring. Maybe draw distance, because this is a nice draw distance, not gonna lie. Pretty far, and I can see a lot. I don't know why my camera zoomed out, but it's a pretty nice draw distance too. Come on, bro. Please don't do that. Let me live. Let me use my thing, man. Properties. Hold on. I gotta zoom it out. I don't know what the heck happened. Stupid thing. Are we still on the right one? Nope. They changed my stuff. Right. Is that not it? 2? How do I get that? Okay. Apologies, technical difficulties. We get this all sorted. There we go. Now I should be able to zoom in. Ease. And that. All right, we back. Where's my thing? Where did it go? There we go. All right. What could we do? Should we try to do a dynamic resolution? I like when it's sharp, the sharpness stays persistent. We might have to do like a dynamic resolution on this mug at 30. Which would basically help it, stay where it needs to be. But if it's like not giving me my full utilization, oh my god. Oh, this resolution is atrocious right now. Oh no. No, we can't do that. The dynamic is atrocious. Let's see if we got a better or weaker upscaler. That's what I'd say. The dynamic is terrible. Don't try that. Don't try that at home, fellas. Scope balance. Let's see what that looks like. You could inject some FSR4 in here, you know what I mean, but still not great even at balance. And you can kind of tell what you're going to get with FSR4 if you go down to performance. But I don't think it's going to be good anyway. I don't even think that's going to keep us above 30. I feel like we got to cut this game off every time we make a change setting. Like, ain't no way we have performance now and it's still not hitting 30. Like, what is happening that's causing it to do all that, you know? It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look great either. Yeah. Something's up with this one. I didn't have it. I don't have it locked to that either. So yeah, there's no VRR. We're gonna restart it one more time. Cool thing is that we get in the game pretty fast. Yeah, I'm not using no frame gen. It's, MB. It's a very big no frame gen for me. For gonna be for a while. Until at least I feel like there's some instances where I use it, but for the most part you ain't gonna never see me suggest it. But smoothness, stability, all those things our target helps with frame gen for you guys to turn it on. I'm just not gonna turn it on. Doesn't do anything for me but make it look smoother, but at the same time it's not really I don't know. I think the smoothing effect needs to come at like 80 frames per second. If it's got 80 frames, frame gen is a decent thing, but if it's not if it's not 80, I don't really see the value. Sometimes it helps, but not all the time. All right. Now we at 38. We're gonna go do our little walk again. Not sure why it keeps dropping. I downloaded Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, I got Death Stranding 2 on my Xbox Ally X2. So we're gonna try it on there as well. Give y'all a real test. And then we're gonna try it on the Legion Go S. Because we also got this bad boy. And Steam OS do be coming in clutch. So we'll see. But we at 34 now. We're staying above it, so you definitely need to restart your game every time you change settings. Like, I don't care what it is. When you change your settings, restart the game. I mean, you always supposed to do that anyway, but for this game, it's even more apparent. You need to restart. But we're at like 32. 30, 31. We had 20 TDP though. It ain't bad for a big open world game like this. But we definitely don't. I don't like the performance setting. To be honest, it's way too harsh on the eyes. It's just not good. we still get the color, we still get the letterboxing even though we're at 800p. So I might as well just go to 720, unless it's gonna tear it up. I don't think it will, because it's still showing 16:9. Like, why is the ratio not right? Let's apply that first. What just happened? Okay. Can we switch it or no? Why is it? Yeah, we don't really need to do the exclusive full screen. It did widen it though. I wonder why. I guess that doesn't matter. Trying to think. So if we were to, we're gonna stay on this little rock because this was where we was at. We're gonna go ahead and stabilize the frame time. We're gonna lock it to 30. And then we're going to, we're gonna keep it at balance for now. But we're gonna have to restart the game. I really hope we can get away with quality on other systems. But then I'll play it on here. Right now, I don't feel like I should play it on here. All right, so let me go to what I gotta do. I said I was going to try it at balance. Oh, frame time. Sorry, we gotta lock the frame rate. We're gonna go 30. Are you gonna work? I swear this thing is like real picky and choosy on when it want to work and when it don't. This is why I use Rivet Tuner. I be trying to use their stuff. The junk don't be working, dude. Are you gonna work? No. Cool. All right, let's try the in-game one. Just for now. They only have VSync. They don't have a frame limiter. Let's see if that puts it at 30. Yeah, I think it's at 30. This is not how you want. No, it's not even doing it. It's just VSync, which you don't really need on the Legion Go 2 because it has a VRR window of 30 to 144. So even if you're targeting 30, you should be fine, unless there's like super significant tearing. I would have to go in and do. Why is it not working? I would have to go in and do the Rivet Tuner update in order for it to work, which I don't really feel like doing. Then I would have to go into the window mode. If it just worked, that would be nice, but apparently not. I will fix that and then we can just retest it. But what I would want to do is go to 30, see how much headroom we get, continue to move around. But we look like we can at least get a 30 FPS experience at balance, which isn't bad, but it's 30. So nobody likes 30. Let's go ahead and try it on the Legion Go S, and then we can go to the Xbox Ally. I do think, oh, there we go. It kicked in finally. I don't know what changed, but it kicked in. the frame time, when you can clearly see the frame time start to smooth and it's like steady, that's how you know your frame limit then kicked in. Which is good because it makes it feel like a console versus like a PC. But the 30 FPS line seems to be holding steady, and we're at 80%. That's where we like to be, to give it enough headroom in order for when you get enemies on the field, more NPCs, to try to make sure it stays at the 30. You want to be around like 75-80% of your GPU utilization at all times, to accommodate any additional like issues. It's not stuttering. VSync on is only for, I would say the VSync is on for simply the pairing. You see stutters? I see tearing. I don't see any stuttering. You might just not be used to 30. Maybe you just seeing something I'm not seeing. But yeah, this is settings for now. Dang, I got the baby on me too. Bad dad alert. Okay, so we're gonna go to options again. We're gonna show these settings, and then we're gonna move to the next system. We got full screen, auto, 1280 by 800. Brightness at 5, FSR scaling is at 3.15. We are balanced. Sharpness is at 5. Dynamic resolution scaling is off. VSync is off. Frame gen, which we're gonna probably turn on for the other two devices because they don't have Windows. But as of now, we're gonna leave it off for the Legion Go 2. Frame gen is off. We got the latency reduction on anti-lag. Graphic settings, we're at a custom with medium texture, texture filtering at 4 times, shadow quality medium, shadow resolution is low, screen space shadows are on, ambient occlusion is high, reflections are low, level of detail is medium, terrain quality is low, qual quality is low, volumetric quality is low, translucency is default, and motion blur strength is 5. Depth of field is at medium. Take a quick picture, and we can go to the next one. I think I downloaded it on the other ones. Hopefully I did. Legion Go S has to be full screen because they don't have the function that Windows does, where I can continue to view it on my handheld and get the audio through my Elgato. So we'll be playing that one at full screen, which is, you know, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all don't mind. I don't like it because it's not representative of what you should be actually playing on a handheld, but it does provide you a closer look at the details too. So let's go ahead and switch. Is that the Nintendo Switch Ultra? Yes. No mint tears. This is worst out of the 3. I don't know if it's going to be the worst out of the 3, but this is normally Legion Go 2 has the worst support, which always is indicative of the worst performance. They have the worst support. So Steam OS is beating it. Xbox Ally X, Asus is beating it. So that's usually indicative of worse performance. So it does have 32 gigs of RAM though, while the Xbox Ally X only has 24. Yeah, 24. That's why support matters. Can't just have a good device. You gotta have the support behind it. And if you don't, you get your legions. That's why this mug is desperately in need of Steam OS. I think the Steam OS version is going to be really good. It's going to help it get on par with, in my opinion, the Legion Go S technically be outclassing it sometimes. And that's just due to the fact, and it's a Z1 Extreme. That's due to support. I did not pay no $2,000. Ain't no goofy. But somebody paid $2,000. It just wasn't me. Oh, I was gonna do Dying Light the Beast as well. We got some stuff. We got some stuff we can do for sure. Got a couple games. I just got Monster Hunter Wilds, but you know, got a couple games we can do. Death Stranding. There we go. 007 runs really well. I did a video on that one, Splash. You can go check it out on my YouTube channel. What up, J.O.? Am I dreaming? Is this Steam-O? It's Legion Go S though. Yeah, you ain't dreaming. It's not the Legion Go 2 though. It's not the Legion Go 2. It's my Legion Go S. Are we sure Steam is even coming at this point? I don't know, Level. I really don't know. I hope so. It'll make it a lot easier. Oh shoot. Apologies on the feedback. Let's make sure this mug is at 20 TDP. We gotta make sure we limit it. No additional support here. Okay, so we're at here. Let's make sure our settings are the same. Hopefully they are, so we don't have to do much. No, they're not. So this is also another weird quirk with this system, is that I literally have to go into my display every time to get like for like settings, because it does not allow me to just run at 800p. So I have to like limit the max resolution a lot, and I don't even know how to fix that, or maybe somebody knows like a mod or whatever, community thing, but it's just like a weird quirk, because it's not the same on my Steam Deck. It's just the Legion Go. So we're gonna have to go 720 instead of 800p, just because we're using my TV. They typically run the same, but that is going to give it a little bit of an advantage. So just so you're aware, we can go 1080p. And when I try to go no limit, it doesn't even give me the option to go like anything different. So that might give it a little bit of an advantage. We're going to get our settings right, and then we're going to restart, of course. Even if I try to go windowed, I think windowed actually works, but they don't even give me the option for windowed anymore. And I can do 16:9 or auto. You know, like, I don't know, something's up with how they treat this, but we're not going to waste our time on that. We're going to turn VSync on as well, because this one does not have the 30 to 144 hertz window, and we don't want to introduce tearing. Graphics settings. Oh, they got a portable. Wait, why didn't he see? Oh shoot, did they have one on the did they have one for the other one? Doesn't matter. We're gonna use the settings we went with, because I'm almost certain my settings look better than the portable. But that tells me we got more life in this game. Okay. If we can use the portable settings with a higher resolution, I'm okay with that. So we gotta take a look at that too. But maybe it's just a Steam OS thing. Maybe. All right, let's look at these settings that I just did, because I forgot already, because I'm old. All right. We got textures at medium. We had 4 times on the anisotropic. You can run it at the command line. I'm not sure. You're talking about the resolution. You might be right. I could go in there and do that too. Yeah, I think you can. You can do a lot of stuff with that command line actually. We at low on shadow, screen space is on, ambient occlusion is high, reflections are low, level of detail medium, low. Translucency was at default, and we were at 5 on motion blur with depth of field at medium still. And then we were, for our other stuff, we were at auto 1280 by 800. We are going to be going to 1280 by 720, so there is going to be a slight advantage there. Upscale method is still going to be FSR 3.1 with balanced, and we're going to have VSync on this time versus off. Oh, actually no, we're going to turn it off just to make sure it lets us go past the 30, which I'm pretty sure when we was on VSync anyway, it let us go past the 30, but we're going to just do that for now, and then we have fixed the tearing once we start to play a little bit more. We're going to quit the game and come back in. What up, Tay? I bought my wife a Legion Go 2. It only has 16 gigs of RAM. Is this the one you're using? No, I'm using the 32 gig of RAM. But this is the Legion Go S. I should probably put my little labels up. Where's my label? There we go. This is the Legion Go S. Let's hit continue. Example launch option. Okay. Okay, said we can get it done. I'm gonna try that. Is it just that command with the dash W 1280 dash height 800, or is that like do I have to like go look it up? 55. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, they be cooking the freaking Windows. And it's a weaker chip. That junk made me so mad. Ooh, that junk made me mad. 41 FPS. Not bad. We had 20 TDP. And 46. Ain't no hate on my side. I can't hate it. You can't hate the game. Windows sucks for handhelds, and we all know that. But I like to buy my devices for the device that it's running at the time. I don't like to tweak. So I am probably going to end up trying to get, hopefully they send me one. I really don't want to buy it. I'm like, just send me a little review unit so I can get the folks the answers they need. We can go on about our business. But the Legion Go S really tells the story well too. The Legion Go S tells the story. This is the Z1 Extreme. Same 32 gigs of RAM, same 20 TDP. We're actually hitting the full GPU utilization at 99% versus the 92 that or 93 that the Windows was stuck on. And it just provides a better experience overall. But again, I am not a tinkerer. I don't like to go into like Windows and try to do all the extra stuff. I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. They should do it. I do go use the Xbox mode, but that's it. So maybe I'm not the best to be comparing between Windows and this, but at the same time, the user experience at the end of the day is the user experience. If you're not creating the best user experience, you're not creating the best user experience. There's nothing that you can say to me that says you should be doing all these valuable steps. And at the same time, I don't find them to be super valuable. In my opinion, my research, I just don't find them to be super valuable. But for me to be the one that's like on the hook to do that, That's GG's. That's dead. I'm a consumer. Your product is supposed to be worth it at the end of the day, not me make your product worth it. That's crazy to me. Like, why am I doing more work for you? I paid for it already. Dumb. So I always respect Steam for going the extra mile, making sure their stuff works right. Because I'm a consumer at the end of the day. I'm a customer. I'm not your developer. So 42 is pretty nice. It's nice. It feels good to play. It's a lot smoother. So it's good. I like it. Let's go play a little bit more. We're gonna see what the Xbox Ally S can do, because again, the drivers, I don't know. I'm gonna play on Legion Go S. We're gonna actually play the game, and you know, get some footage of that. But we're gonna keep here at this moment because we want to just kind of give everybody a fair shot. I don't want to move around and then we not having the same experience on the other one. So 99% utilization. We're at 55 when we're looking up at the sky, but when we're looking down, we're around 40. We're definitely well above the 30 mark that we were trying to hit on the Legion Go 2 with the same settings. We are at 720p, so it is going to give it a slight advantage, but it shouldn't be as significant as we think. Jo, you said I can go ahead and do like the let me try to do that real quick so we can make sure we're not cheating anyway in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna try to do that command line setting to force 800p, even though this is not an 800p screen. How do I do that? Steam command, no, launch command to force 1280 by 800 on Steam OS. And type. Oh, it was exactly what you said. Well, at least that's what the AI is saying right now. It says force 1280 on Steam OS by opening games property, going to the general tab and typing -W1280 -H800 into the launch option. Let's try it. Properties. Wait, which one is it? Wait, it said launch options. I think I hit the wrong button. Manage? No. Oh, it's properties. This isn't it. 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 Don't they have launch options? Where is it? Oh, you can change it here too. Nice. Am I tripping? Isn't the launch options like here? Add to favorites, remove from, manage, properties, compatibility, installed files, name and description, private version. This isn't it. Controller, game recording, privacy. This isn't it. Custom sort. That ain't it. Maybe it's under compatibility. It's not under here. No, that's not it either. Am I tweak? I have no clue. I thought they would just have the launch options in the settings. Go down in general. When I go down, there's nothing there. Oh. Boy, you about dumb as All right, let me do it. All right. Oh, I got the wrong freaking what's the name? 1280. No. 1280 dash. Oh, I gotta do the width thing. W. W. Why is this like so hard? And then we got the H 800. And that's it? You don't gotta do nothing else? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But it says type in this into launch options. Okay. Properties, general. They literally told me where to go, and I still like I don't see it. Okay. That's it. Let's see if it forces it. If it forces it, you'll see like bars and then get higher. You should see like it not go to full screen. Yeah, I don't think it forced it. No, it didn't force it. You still have your max resolution set. So then if I go into the game then itself, oh, you're right. No limit. They said Steam OS tell you how stupid you are every 5 seconds because they literally told me your max resolution, by the way, bud, 720p. I said, man, shut up, man. Start the game. He said, take the time, read what I'm saying to you. He said, nah, man, not this time. And now it just went back up. Am I tripping? I don't know. But we do have this. We have the launch setting now. It's there. And we're no limit, which tells me that we can do that. Let me see. Is there anything else that we need to do? Force the resolution. Yeah, you just put the screen dash width. It depends on the game. You can force it when nobody's. It's the same thing. Oh, tick the box. Go to game resolution settings and change it to your preferred resolution. Tick the box for set resolution for internal and external display. If the game is still failing to scale properly, forcing black bars, you can trick the game into treating the console like a standard PC. Yeah. In the max, it's a default option. When you go into your settings, I guess this isn't worth the scratch at this point, but but I guess maybe because it was max here. Let me try it again. I mean, there's obviously something I'm doing that's causing it to not signal it, but let's see if that works. It doesn't look like it did. It looks like it's still the same, but let's see. Yeah, it's still the same. All right, it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna leave it at that. Let's go try that 1080p. Who cares? Just go try it. See what we get. Oh, we get a little 30. Okay, a little nice smooth. Close to 30. Close. 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 We can tweak. We can get to a 30 1080p. That ain't bad for 20 TDP. Now let's give it a little more juice. It's already at 99%. I don't know if we can really do much more, but we'll see. Because I guess it could be like, you know, let's go to that 40. Get to 36, 35. 1080p. Not bad. Not bad for a little handheld. And let's see what happens when we go to that go back down to 720. Oh, it's not gonna let me change it. What's up with this game, yo? It doesn't matter. All right, let's go back down to 20 TDP though. All right, let's go to the next device so then we can come back here and mess around some more. But clearly there's some value here for this Legion OS. And that's what I think people will see when they get that Steam OS version for Legion Go 2. But let's see if the Xbox Ally X can redeem Windows for us. Oh. Just unplug it. Duh. Just unplug it. Duh. Goofy. Let's see. We still gotta do like Monster Hunter Wilds. I ain't got enough time for all this stuff I'll be doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be trying to figure out like how to, because I still got the Xbox Ally and the Steam Deck. And I really need to focus on like giving some content for those two. Not just the more powerful stuff. I ain't got no time. All right. Death Stranding 2. Andrew, I'm using the Z2 Go. Which handheld would you recommend? I still recommend the Legion Go S. And the Xbox Ally X. Those are my two right now. Legion Go S if you like Steam OS more. Then Xbox Ally X if you want a Windows device. This is supposed to be duplicating, not that. Only reason I duplicate is I want the and this is going to be at 720p as well, because it's a different aspect ratio. So there's always going to be that caveat in between all of these different devices, is that the Legion Go S and the Xbox Ally X, because the Legion Go S doesn't allow me to just shoot the native thing, it's going to go to the TV resolution. So we got to figure out something about that too. I don't like that. But for now, we're going to just do it that way. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because it's a small screen. And let's go to Death Stranding 2. Make sure we had 20 TDP. Oh, I'm at the wrong thing. All right, we had 20 TDP, 720, no CPU boost. Good. I heard the Xbox for Windows, but what was the first one? Legion Go S, the one we was just using. This guy. We were just using it. It's the 32 gig Legion Go S. I mean, the Steam OS Legion Go 2 is probably going to be the best handheld on the market because they don't have to worry about Lenovo support and it got an OLED. So once they drop it, that's going to be the best one to me. I don't know if it's going to be the best value to price because I think the Xbox Ally X being $1,000 cheaper, you heard me right, $1,000 cheaper is still the best bang for your buck. But for sure, if you're someone that wants all of the, I hope my settings are the same. They still ain't giving my right settings. Dang. We don't do no, VSync is going to be off for now. Latency reduction is AMD. No HDR. Aspect ratio is audio. Full screen graphic settings we're at. Oh, they do have portable on they have portable on here too. So we might be able to get into some real high settings if we go to that portable and we like, as long as they don't like tank the resolution, that might not be bad for people to play at 60 if we can get it. Let's see. We're gonna see though. Shadow quality was at what? I think it was at let me just double check, not just pretend like I know. We were at medium. We had shadow resolution. Can y'all hear this device? Yeah, y'all can hear it. We had the shadow resolution was at low. Screen space shadows were on. Ambient occlusion was still high. Reflections were low. Level of detail was low. And then we had terrain at low. And that was it. Motion blur was at 5. Translucency was at that. And depth of field was still at medium. Cloud and volumetrics were also at low. Wait, level of detail was at medium, actually. That's wrong. Terrain quality was at low. Okay. Okay. Don't show me that launcher no more. Let's play. Anybody still play Power World? Can I grab the device? Why you want me to grab the device? Try to make sure I'm real. I'm real, man. I'm real. Don't worry about it. I've been doing this for too long to be trying to pretend. It's quite exhausting, actually. It'd be much easier to just play games. Much easier to just play games than what I'm doing, but I like it. I'm really tempted by that 1X player 3. Yeah, again, I always default to the same thing. Support. If you don't have the support, you ain't gonna get the most out of your money anyways. So if you feel like they got the right support for you, I've been burnt by Lenovo. I'm done. I'm not going I'm not going further than them no more. And they just suck. So Asus, Steam, those are only people I trust to really give me the bang for the buck for my devices. Everybody else, Basuda. They can go find they can go find another sucker. At this point, I'm like, bro, y'all really don't care. Y'all really don't. Y'all just be like, yeah, we're gonna make a device. It's gonna be there. You can buy it if you want. That's the end of it. Everything is good. All right, let's go. Does it need power always? No. We're at 2080p right now. Truth, my Legion Go 2 with Bazite is so great. I don't even pick up my Xbox Ally X no more. Yeah, Jay, I know you've been praising the that Bazite for a long time. Yeah, still not ready. But I do think that there's clearly value in no longer waiting on Lenovo. Extreme value there. They already coming out with an OLED model, Robert. It's announced for this coming fall. It's a little bigger of a screen and it's OLED. It's a little bit bigger though. Not that big, not that big, but bigger. It's in the same footprint. It's actually out. No, it come out in the November, I thought. All right. We need to get some more frames. We gotta get the where's the one that's minimal? Yeah, we need the whole row. 38. I mean, it's beating the what's name, that's for sure. But it's still stuck at 94, 93 of the GPU percentage. Like if it was at 99, I'm pretty sure we would be topping the Legion Go S, but I don't know why it's stuck at 93% of the GPU utilization. It is definitely not beating that Legion Go S. I don't know why it's stuck there. I mean, we can probably turn on CPU boost, see if that helps. See if we get more utilization out this bad boy. Oh, 95. Why is it at 30? This ain't even a sexy 95, man. It's at 30. We had 720p, right? $30 is good. 30 is okay. Should be better than 30 though, to be honest. We were just at 40 with the Legion Go S at 20 TDP. Same like for like setting. We weren't 40 consistently, but we were at like 36, 35. And this is the Z2 Extreme versus the Z1 Extreme, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? But okay. At least we are closer to a 30 on here. We aren't stable as I want. It's literally like 30. Yeah, 28. We didn't change anything. We changed it before we got into the game. So, I mean, I remember last time we were kind of running into that issue. We're at 720p. CPU boost is on. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna turn that on and then restart the game. See what that makes a difference. Looks like everything I change, I need to go and quit the game, come back in. But yeah, that's a weird one. Funny how you ran back up the hill to get more FPS. I did not run back up the hill to get more FPS. That thing was not what I expected. PlayStation Portal runs smoothly. I bet, man. That thing is top tier. The CPU boost made it worse? I don't know yet. I'm gonna check it right now. I know the utilization went up, but it did. Look at that continue. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. You just press the button and you immediately back in the game. That is so freaking cool. Let's go back down this hill. Yeah, we're still dropping. Now this does have the shader compilation stuff, but it didn't seem like it was necessary, like bad performance. We are on, just to make sure we're on balanced, right? Oh, that's the problem. We found the culprit. Sorry, guys. I was like, why is it different? We gotta go back out and come back in. We might need to turn off CPU boost. You might be right, JL. Might have made it worse. Might have. This Heel of Doom feel like it's been tracking down to 29. The Heel of Doom. Yeah. It's still going down to 29. Nothing I can do there. But we definitely need to turn off CPU boost. Love how fast this game loads. This isn't normal for PC. Trust me, it's not. It's not it's not like this fast. This reminds me of PlayStation. Appreciate the follows, SD. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, let's hit continue. Okay, we have 40, 36, 35, still tanking. Still tanking. But it's not going to third. It's not okay. I was wait. It's 30 at least. But yeah, we were at 1080p on the other one. It was still pretty decent. I wonder why we're not maxing the utilization. I don't know. Yeah, I got PS5 Pro, got an Xbox Series X, got Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch, Wii U, and PS2, and a PlayStation. I got anything else? Yeah, I got consoles. I'm originally a console gamer. My PC journey started in 2018. Yeah, 2018. It's been a while now, but I never miss a console generation. I never will. What happened to my screen? Do I see a big difference from the PS5, PS5 Pro? Absolutely. I definitely did immediately. It was even before the PSSR 2. There's a big difference. So for me, it was always worth it. I bought it day one. Nice. I was one of the lucky few. I did an unboxing on my channel too. It was around my birthday. One of the lucky few to get the 30th anniversary edition. And I use mine. It's not a collector's item. I use mine. But it's staying above 30 at least. That's good. I mean, it's 30. Can't really be mad at it. We had 20 TDP, but obviously the best way to play it is on the Legion Go S. It's crazy to say because it's a Z1 Extreme. It's a Z1 Extreme, but you know, I told you. I try to preach it as much as possible because it doesn't matter. You obviously can tell when you're talking about consoles. It don't matter the level of quality of your system. If they don't support you in the way that you want, you will never get the most out of your product anyway. That's why the PS5 Pro does typically make a lot of people mad, because it's better at a lot of things that, you know, a lot of PCs, it supersedes it for a very, very good price. But you know, I don't everything that Sony doing, I can't even preach that the PS4 Pro is nice, because bro, they on another level of crazy right now. I thought Microsoft was bad. I think Sony has, I guess, got in their mind that they have a catalog worthy of GTA 6 or something. Like, I get it that they got good games, but y'all ain't got GTA 6. Y'all can't force the market as much as you think. GTA 6 can do that because it's one game. It's a situation where everybody loves it. Regardless of how you feel about the game in itself, Rockstar has built a almost a level of respect that cannot be matched. So regardless of what they do, they can get away with a lot. I'm not saying PlayStation can't get away with this. I'm just saying it's going to hurt their bottom line, and that should be taken into account, because you have an alternative to them. You don't have to play their games. Like, there's plenty of people out there that never played a Sony exclusive, and they still are gamers. You don't have to play their games. It's just, I don't know how well this is going to go down for them. I think their technology needs to be like crazy good next time in order for people to even care about what they're doing. I just don't think video games in itself are getting it done anymore. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I thought exclusives really was the pinnacle, and it is, to make somebody go buy something. It's not to make somebody entertain you. It's like you already have to have like this built-in backing for the entertainment to entertain your device, because yeah, I'm probably like the worst person for them, because I buy they already are subsidizing their products, and I never buy a third-party game from them, so they'll never get another dollar from me outside of their game, and that's tough. That's not the type of consumer or customer you want. You want them to actually care about your platform. I could care less about your platform. I'm attached to one game, and this one game, if I can find it elsewhere, I'm going to find alternatives. So it's not as if, I don't know. I don't think that they're making a good decision. Even if nobody ever buys another physical disc in the world, they need to always provide the option and they need to really rethink their approach to their AAA games, because it's the same thing with Microsoft. Like, I think Gears look great. I don't think nobody gonna go buy a console for Gears, and I just don't think I don't see it ever working out. I don't know how they fix it. Nintendo is in the same situation. You know how many good games Nintendo has put out in the last year? You know how many games I've bought from Nintendo? And that's not like this audience thing. It's literally like, I think the level of care that people care about games now is like, it's so saturated. It's almost like music. Like, everybody thinks they can make a hit. And if they do, you start to let people, it's not like you gotta wait on these big releases to find a good, valuable game. You don't have to. You can find an alternative. People literally be watching AI generated shorts online hours instead of watching like some quality content like the HBO series. And you know what? It's hitting HBO's bottom line. So I don't know what to tell them, but I see it all the time. It's just too many games, not enough time, and you have to start to really think differently than just the exclusive is going to keep people there, because nobody got to buy your game, man. There's too many games out there. It's just too many. Ooh, we get a little rock slide. 27. But we definitely need that Legion OS. That's pretty cool though. 27 though. We back to 31, but yeah, I don't see it, man. I really have a hard time believing that they're gonna turn it around. Either one of them. I think, I'm not saying I'm against exclusives. I'm just saying that it's like, I wouldn't be buying half of the games I buy. I wouldn't buy any more. I wouldn't buy damn near almost all except for Gears and Forza on Xbox. You know how many games they didn't put out and I only bought 2? Games ain't the same as they used to be. I mean, you're not grabbing everybody's attention ever, and there's not enough people to go around at this point. Not enough people that can actually afford gaming. It's too expensive. Like, First Light is a good game. I think anybody that was like recently just bought another game or a Death Stranding 2 or something like that, yeah, you might went out and bought it, but it's like, it's not that many people. Not people doubling up. I don't think it's that many people like me out there with a bunch of different games to choose from. I think they're playing 1 game, 2 games, 3 games to tops a year. It's not that many. And I just don't think the saturation is what's going to kill the gaming community. I'm not calling other games slop. I'm just saying it's just saturated. Everybody think they got a hit. And if you got that type of world, it's great for the customer. You got plenty of games to play. Terrible for business. They don't even know where the market is. They have no clue how to tap the market. They just keep guessing and hoping that large Marvel games are going to win it all. I don't know. You gave your Xbox to your fiance? Yeah, you still you got that the only thing that, like, no, I don't really have like a reason to own an Xbox Series X. The only reason I got it is because I have a backlog of games that I still own. But new gamers, they don't have any reason to buy Xbox right now. Just nothing there for them. They'd rather get a PC. And as they continue to build up their PC, it's going to continue to push people away from their console. Ooh, look at the rain effects. Okay. I need to be playing this on my big screen. That's what I should have done, but I wanted to test it. This is really cool. Look how much room it is. Jeez. It's actually pushing through. I think if we cap it at 30, we'll be fine.
Enough already.
We get a stable frame time. Oh, it's like in the 30. Ooh. Right, let's go to that Legion Go S, man. I mean, we're at 20 TDP. We're at balance. Oops. Don't drop the key. Trying to think of like what else can we do. This looks so much better on a base PS5. I'm sure it does. I'm almost certain. But we do have other settings. These are the settings I chose. We can go down to portable and restart. Let's see. We do have to quit with this game though. Let's see. Your thoughts on Microsoft Xbox just laid off 3,200 employees. Hans, I think Microsoft has always been ahead of its time, regardless of their terrible decision making. They tried to get everybody to go digital because they knew that, you know, they tried to push everybody to outside of physical. I think they're stupid for trying to do that so early. I think it's still stupid now for my Sony to try to do the same. But they have way better ability to predict the market than Nintendo or Sony, in my opinion. They just have more data, right? So a lot of their approaches has become, how do we make platforms versus games? Because trust me, everybody's not buying more than one game a year, more than 3 games, more 4 games a year. So platforms, though, they keep people's attention. Fortnite, Roblox, Rec Room, stupid stuff like that. Those platforms, Minecraft, are the value because you create situations where there's a continuous revenue stream. They thought that they can do that as well with Game Pass. Because Game Pass would have been a revenue stream that would allow them to continue to make crap games or games that nobody was interested in while making games that people are interested in. Unfortunately, they didn't realize that with Game Pass, you also have to take into account the actual timelines of what it takes to make a game. And then you literally losing everything you gained from that game being produced and pushed because, again, you're basically just giving it away for a $15 a month subscription. Game Pass, they pretended like it was profitable, never really was. So with that, they had to do this now massive shift back to the original plan, which is make games that people want to play on your system and try to provide exclusivity or whatever it may be, software or service to your platform to make it better, which was the game plan before the Xbox One. The Xbox 360, they worked. I don't think that's the game plan that's going to actually make them better. I think it's just the game plan that's going to make them look like they still got it together. Honestly, I think it's all crap. I think it's all like a bad situation. I don't think Sony's is any better. They're literally laying off people left and right. They're closing down Destiny. They bought Bungie and then they kind of just tore it apart. I don't think any of these companies know actually how and what the gaming community actually wants or needs. So if I was on the board for strategy, I would just say shut up and listen. Like just keep continuously listen. Like if we make a fast decision, that decision lasts for 10 years. They have to be a lot more agile than they are to be making decisions like this so quickly. And maybe Asha just got the, she got the future vision. She good at her job. She can do it all. I don't think so. I think that Asha is great. I think she probably has like a great business mind to get the company back on the right track as in profit. I don't think she got the right sentiment to understand what the gaming community actually wants from Xbox. I think she might be able to get fine-tuned, tune in and kind of get an understanding, but I think all of them are just like, all of them are in a bad spot. Nintendo too. Nintendo can't even raise their prices without it being like, I mean, Nintendo probably has the best P&L because they don't charge so much. Their games don't have to go that far to be great, as in graphical. But again, it's still a budget for creating the gameplay, creating. It's like everything has to be monitored, and I feel like probably Nintendo has been doing that for years. They try to go less on the hardware, more on the software. So it just makes the most sense. That's how Microsoft was able to get so big. They weren't a hardware company. They were a software company. They were a service company. So I think that we're still going to go down the path of services are going to be the biggest deal, not games. I think it crashed. Did it crash? Oh no, it didn't. Yeah, I still think services are going to be bigger deal than actual games. Whatever they're capable of doing on those things. I don't know if the hardware is still going to be important. Ownership is still going to be top of mind for everyone. I think whoever gets the hardware and ownership down right probably will win. But that's it. It's nothing. I don't think the video games in itself, like, you obviously put out games, but I don't think a video game in itself is going to sway the community. We got too much stuff to play. Too many good games. Definitely not enough good services. So I think I think when they do create services, like Steam, people come. So we will see. I think Xbox has a big lead on Sony though. Big league with Xbox Play Anywhere. Ownership is it's going to be super important in this next fight or whatever. And Sony sucks at that. You can't just delete people's movies and then say, hey, by the way, we're not doing physical anymore. It's like I don't know what Sony drinking over there, but they must be off that. They must be off some of the best Don Julio. I don't know what they're on. Whatever they're on, I don't want no parts of it. Why is it at 25? What is happening? How are we doing better with worse, with more performative stuff? Like, I don't get it. We went down to portable and it got worse. What? Can y'all explain this to me? How did it get worse? It definitely got worse. Is it because I capped it? It said 64 utilization. Does it know? Dude, this game is way too tapped into your PC. Something is up. How does it know? Like, you can't do anything without this thing knowing, like, bro, you capped me. So we're gonna go to 64% utilization. What? Freaking, this game is goofy. I guarantee you, if I did that on the Legion, it'll still be at 99%. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping, but that's stupid. Let's see. Rec Room shut down months ago? Rec Room did? Really? I could have sworn that was still popping. Rec Room shut down. What? June 1st? Nani? Hey. Why they shut down? Oh, they basically was. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll take that one off the list. Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox. But at least right now we're at like 35 TDP. We're at 35 FPS at 20 TDP with the portable settings. The only thing that I would want to change, probably with the portable settings, is I would want to go up to quality on my FSR. Since we already going to be taking a hit on our, the look, we might be able to get away with 1080p. Let's try it. At 30, I mean. Can we do exclusive full screen? Why can't you change the game? Why can't you change the resolution in the game, dude? It is so weird. Can I change it over here? Let's go 1600 by 9. Oh, it does change. Okay, cool. Gotta go back down the hill. Might be a little too much, but might be a little too much. Yeah, it might be a little too much. Looks good though, but it might be a little too much for it. We might want to just go to might want to go to 720 and just not turn on any FSR. Let's see if that works. 4K, Jesus. Oh, they require you to have one, really? Does this not have like a native? Ooh, native. Let's see. See how bad it gets. too big for the britches, but it's close. Might be a little too big for the britches, but it's close. Yeah, we don't want to be messing around with like 28, 27. We want to be like 35 at all times. So that way we can have a stable frame time. Maybe we can try a different like Pico. See how informative that one is. It might be the best one, might be just FSR though. Let's go do that rock slide again. I've been on this one. I've been on this Xbox LAX a little too long. Ooh. Oh! Yeah, go to that rock slide. Now this is a little different. We aren't using the we're using Pico. It's too word. It's not good. Not good. We can just go up to quality, I guess. Probably would have to restart it though to make sure we stay above it. That'd be the 720p quality with the portable settings, 30 FPS experience. And then you can use my custom settings with the 720p balance if you want more of the ambient occlusion and all that good jazz. But hopefully this doesn't buckle. It stays above 30. Come on, rock slide. Let me see. Where you at? It didn't fall. Dang, because we on portable, it didn't even do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Grip for balance. We're pretty close now. That ain't bad. We stayed above 30. We stayed above 30. That ain't bad. We had 20 TDP. And these are the portable settings though. Again, we're at quality on the FSR. With my settings, we went a little bit below 30. So there's obviously some improvement here. So let's go check out the Legion Go S because that is the most performative one. We're going to be testing that one a little bit more to try to get the best settings out of that one because it's clearly the most performative. The new Intel handheld really showed me how behind AMD is on handhelds. Yeah. And that's your opinion, and I respect it. Is the Legion Go SZ2 Go good for AAA games? Yeah. The Z2 Go? I don't know about the Z2 Go. Not really. AAA games, I'll probably say no, but it's good. So it's decent. Are you using the eGPU, bro? No, I am not using the eGPU. Xbox Ally X, is it good? Yes, it is good. All right, let's try the portable settings with even if I go and change the resolution, it's not going to change in the game. It was crazy that this thing only has 1080p or 720p. All right. So we're going to exit. Hit play again. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's next for these consoles in their situation. It's a tough one for sure. Why is it still at 1080p? I thought I went down to max resolution to 720. Oh, I turned the game. Game also needs to be. Yeah, it don't care about anything I'm doing. Just use the global settings. I can turn this off because it doesn't work. And yeah. Let's go. .30 FPS, right? 1080p. I'm looking to see if this can get to 60 at 720p balanced. We'll see though with the portable settings. At least up here we get it. Let's get on these rocks. If look up. 44, 46, 45, nice. 48. Nice. Let's get to that rock slide real quick. See how much it tank it. Yeah, this is really showing the big advantage of SteamOS right now. Super dumb advantage. I know we're at 20 TDP still. Yeah, stupid dumb advantage. That's why I like the devices that actually were meant to run SteamOS. So I'm looking forward to that Legion Go 2 with SteamOS, to be honest. If they ever drop it. Because once it's in the hands of them, you know you're going to get your money's worth. Yeah, let's get to that rock slide. See how bad it gets. Over here somewhere, right? I do still like my settings a little bit more. This is not as impressive as before, but we might be able to get away with a higher resolution. So you could go to these settings, get to a higher resolution, and stick around for it. think the rock slide happens up here. Yeah.
I feel that. Damn shaky.
Nice. Didn't buckle as much as we anticipated or expected, which is great. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go back. Let's change our settings. We'll go back to where we were before, which we had it on low. We had textures at medium. This is at 4 times. Shadows at medium. Shadow resolution was low. Screen space was on high. Reflections were low. Level of detail was medium. Volumetric, translucent, 5. This is where we were at. Okay. And then what we're going to do as well, we're going to stay at 720p, but we're going to go to quality. And we're going to quit game. We're going to hit play again. And let's see where we at when we go to that scene. Actually, we're going to keep it at balance because that's where everything else was. But they were dipping below 30. So I'm almost certain that this won't. But we're going to make sure we just keep it all the same for now. And then we can start tweaking after. Now this gives us a lot more shadowing. Ambient occlusion looks really nice. And then, like I said, if we push the resolution up, we're going to get a pretty decent experience on the go for 2010p. Not bad.
Let's head home before it gets dark. I feel that. Damn shaky. Here we go.
We're much closer. No problem with it. Staying above 30. Okay. So yeah. That's way to play. Legion OS. You can definitely have Steam OS on your Xbox Ally X though, or your Legion Go 2. So up to you how you play it, but SteamOS is obviously necessary for this game. I want to try native. So you can get all the little details in the rocks. So the most you can probably do in order for you to get like a this to me, this is probably the most most nice looking experience. You're going to have 720p native with my custom settings to get the ambient occlusion in there. So you can continue to have some type of, you know, that still looks like the console version, you know what I mean? 720p is still great, especially when you can run it natively. And you got the native AA helping out, bring out more detail in the rocks and everything like that. Terrain level detail, because you're doing a lot of walking. You want to make sure that's at least medium as well. So in my opinion, because of the stability behind the SteamOS, I'm comfortable with this being pushed to 30 to try to get that extra level of detail. If you're not, you can go down to quality. You should still be fine. Maybe even if I restart it, I'll probably be at 30. But up to you on how you want to play it. This is now buckling below 30. So this is going to be something where you're just going to be continuously tweaking. There could be a setting out there here or there that could get you to a solid 30. The biggest win back, of course, is always going to be resolution when it comes to these small devices. If you give it to quality instead of the other, you're going to have a different type of experience. So quality it's not as good. Of course, I see some tethering in the world. I see a lot of that, but again, we're blowing it up. We're making it big. Playing on a small screen, you can definitely get away with that. This is the best way to play the game. You need to go ahead. Period. If you have a SteamOS device though, or Phasite, you may still be getting some relatively similar performance gains. But Windows is not a friend of this Decima engine, unfortunately. Now I know good and really good ones like the with Resident Evil, stuff like that. Those are all great optimized engines on Windows. They always get the best results. But there's, like I said, there's just different engines that do better on different devices. This game does better on this one. So. We got the rain effects going. We're still at above 30. Yeah, I think you're going to have a solid 30 FPS experience at 2080p, which is great for a newer game, new modern game with great overviews of like the world. You can really see some vast draw distances with this game too. It's a big deal for you to be able to play this type of game on here. Where you can play on lower res and look better than native. You said, you know, SteamOS has its own system level upscaling through game scope, where you can play on lower res and looks better than native. Really? Game scope. I gotta look into that. So you're saying I run it at 720p and it's got their own like super resolution upscaling that if it does, I've never seen it look better than FSR. I've seen that multiple times where I was like, oh, this game definitely needs some form of AA. And you're saying that they have one built in. I've never seen like a comparison video. That'd be interesting to see. So ensure your system level display is 1080p. See. So even if I was to have, it's kind of like you talking like it's like a Radeon super resolution setting or something. Where's my display? So even if I went down this 720p in game, if I went up to 1080p, that would be like what it is. This game has a weird quirk where it doesn't allow you to change it in game. It's just going to keep. It's a weird one. I'm not sure how it works with this, but when I try to apply like any exclusivity, it doesn't let me change any of the settings. Not sure why, but that's one of those things. One of those weird quirks. Right menu, go to performance and select scalar filter sharp. Hey. The sharpness effect is way too aggressive, but let's go down to 3 maybe? 3? Look y'all. How we looking? Y'all see a difference? I definitely saw a difference. Oh, he said didn't move this sharpness. Great minds think alike, JL. I was like, bro, that's way too sharp. I said, that's they trying to kill me with the sharpness, like sharp cheddars. No, thank you. But it looks better for sure. Looks like a cleaner visual experience. I think I've used that one time, fam. Once. I've used that like one time, and I think it was on like another. I don't even remember. I think what game it was. Oh yeah. Appreciate you. Look at this baby, just hanging out. What's up with the games and the babies? It's so weird to me. Where we gotta go? Oh, we're supposed to go down there. Okay. Oh, shoot. We're making our way downtown. All get fast. Chasing fast and I'm homebound. Get near dear to the hearts of the Father. Yeah, I suppose. They did that with Pragmata. I seen that Phantom Blade Zero got a baby. What you go? And he was fighting with his baby, like literally. But I guess he gonna be fighting with his baby too. Uh-oh. That was weird. What is that? Oh shoot. We got enemies. We got action. Why y'all down here? Are those spiders? Big fat branch. Go. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I'm glad I waited. I was finna buy it on I did buy it actually. I took it back. Death Stranding on PlayStation. I was like, bro, I'm just buying it on PC. I was about to open it and I was like, it was $30 when I bought it. So it wasn't a bad deal. It was just more like, I'm not gonna finish this game. I'm just not. So I was like, man, I need to play on a handheld or something. I'm gonna wait. And I took it back. And then this deal came up, but this was like, it was still 40 something, like 42. It wasn't it wasn't as good as the other one, of course. But it wasn't bad either. Drip, drip, drip. Phantom Blade Zero is the most hyped game for this year outside of GTA 6. I see it. I see it. You know who been getting a lot of my money? Cause they just shut up and stay out the way and make good games? Capcom. Capcom has gotten a lot of my money over the past 4 years. A lot. I bought Dragon Dogma 2. I bought Street Fighter 6. I bought Pragmata. I bought Resident Evil 4 and 6. I mean, Resident Evil 4 and Requiem. I'm buying Amnesia. They even got me to play the Goddess Path game. They the ones that really been getting my money. Yeah, they've been getting my money a lot. Ain't nobody else, man. Good luck. The director does have a weird obsession about life. Maybe that's there's babies. Yeah, that's true, huh? That Amnesia demo was fire. And they make demos. What happened to demos, bro? Give me a actual representation of your freaking game before I buy it. Oh my god. I feel like everybody just all backwards. Like, I don't want no trial period. Even though trial period is basically the same, but I cannot stand Sony. Like, why do they block trial periods behind their stupid subscriptions? I just don't get it, bro. I feel like everything they have tried to do has been so anti-consumer that I don't even want to think about saying that the PS5 Pro is good because Sony sucks at this point to me. But yeah, people should bring back freaking demos. Like, that's an easy way to get the hype going for your game, regardless. And it's so overly saturated right now that people need to experience it before the game comes out. He a whole daddy out here. Where he get all these toys from? I thought they was in the apocalypse.
Come on, open up. Yeah.
Yeah, indie games do have a bunch of demos. That's why they sell better. There was one demo I just downloaded that I thought it looked like a cool game. I forget the name of it now. How y'all liking the settings? It look good? Look pretty good to me. Obviously, it ain't top notch, but looks decent. Still getting that cinematic experience, I suppose. You can definitely see the breakup in the hair. At least the lighting is still there.
Who's there?
It's fragile. It's fragile, of course.
Who are you?
You can't tell that's fragile.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you. Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Jump shock.
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid the death stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course.
Oh, they out of
So after I
business.
closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. to extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So,
Gotta
what
get
do you
more
say?
packages delivered. Gotta expand the network. We don't need this.
Seriously, why me?
There are several
We do not need
reasons I thought of you for this job.
choices here.
Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person. Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily. Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else.
Carrie told me this.
Any
I don't know
human
why I
corpse
had to
that
ask the
hasn't been
question.
properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well.
Yeah, I might
And
have
if
to
they
go
succeed
ahead
in
and spin
consuming
this
a
up
living
tonight.
human being,
Put it on the big
they'll
screen.
trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
All right.
We're gonna do some Monster Hunter Wilds probably
Go
tomorrow.
on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a
And then we're
ring.
gonna look at Dying Light the Beast on Legion Go S. Go ahead, man.
Try
Got
sticking
say
your
got a
thumb out,
question if you don't mind
like you're
asking.
giving
I
me
mean
away.
asking. Go ahead. Is it Izan? Or Eisen? Might be Eisen.
Access your ring terminal to view the map.
Access your ring
From here,
terminal
you
to
can
view the
check order
map.
details as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
1x3 player is a new handheld that has the same, but with the new processor, the Intel G3 Extreme. In your opinion, should I get the 1x player 3 or Legion Go 2?
Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
I think the Legion Go 2 would still be the better option. Because they're the only ones that's promised like a better and it's not a promise because you don't know yet, but at least they have gotten confirmation that a Steam version is coming out, and they're mostly the closest to a, I guess, more performative experience. I think the Intel G3 Extreme is great on paper, but there's a lot of there's just a lot that goes along with adopting new APUs. So I think the Z2 Extreme is just a little bit more tenured, a little bit more backing, and I feel like they have been tried and tested a lot better. Not saying that the other one can't come out the gate and just start swinging and be better across the board. It can, but I would watch some videos about people actually playing it versus just benchmarking it and try to get a perspective on the games you want to play on it. If they would have sent me one, I could have told you just watch the channel, but they ain't never sent me one. I'm not buying that thing. So I would have been testing it. I would have been looking at games. I would have actually been playing it, and I would have hopefully been able to give you more advice. But now I just have to go from I have to speak from caution with those things because they just are new. So not saying that it could be raw bad. I'm just saying it's new. You got to take that. You got to take that into account. Oh, this all got places you can put it? Okay. And you can do this? So you place it backpack, I guess.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Would you get one for review with setting performance and FPS? I mean, like I said, Isaac, they didn't send me one, so
Return to the map when
I don't
ready,
have
son.
one to review. So the only
See
thing
your
I can talk to
destination?
is just the
There are
newness
bandits in
of
the
it
area
all.
too. Armed groups that have attacked. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
They want me to go a different route. You can draw it. Oh, it's bandits over here? Bro, I'm about to go straight for the bandits. I don't know what she talking about. You're going straight. Warning, armed hostiles. Fine, we'll go this way. I still think we should be going straight for the bandits.
When you plot a route on the map, you can face this challenge. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
It's not that much risk if I go this way, huh? Okay. Interesting. This game does look good. I forgot you was on a handheld for a sec. Yeah, I'm very surprised, especially with your integer suggestion as well. Looks sharp. Especially I'm playing this on like a 42-inch. It looks pretty decent to me. So I know it's gonna look decent when I play it on this handheld.
It won't be any harder than before either. The Carol network
I like when it can scale up.
Bridges
There's
set
obviously
up.
artifacting behind here,
These
right
expeditions
behind
split
her little
into two
map,
groups
but
midway.
for the
first
most part, yeah,
continued
it's doing a
west,
really good job
while
of holding
the second
steady.
cut south into Mexico. But again,
And it's
you
not
were
low
only able to
frames.
lay the
Like I
groundwork
said, if it was like 28, 30,
until you bring those terminals online with the
we might be in the 36s and 37s, but that's still good. Especially since we went to quality.
Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
So would you recommend people Legion Go 2 and 1X Player 3 sells on shop? And not Indiegogo? Yeah, I mean, it's not really about 1X Player. I think Intel in itself is a little bit behind when it comes to AMD and drivers and being able to run everything properly. 1X Player on top of that, they're not doing the additional work to support it in a way that I feel I'll be comfortable with. Like Legion Go 2, Lenovo is not doing the work that I would want them to do to make them feel like it's being supported well. So because the saving grace for Lenovo right now is that they're actually getting a SteamOS native build to work on it. I mean, that's the saving grace to me. Is that 30? Ooh. Good thing we kept playing.
All right, let's get this done.
Oh, bother. Okay, we're still doing good. Still doing good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine the Z2 Extreme with additional little performance on SteamOS. That's why I'm saying, because the Legion Go S is outpacing it right now. That's why I'm like, it doesn't really matter if the APU is stronger. Who's getting the best support? And that's really what it boils down to for me. Um, Steam is outclassing them tenfold, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with them guys. I'm gonna go with the guys that actually care about their customers. And I get it. People love Bazite. I get it. People love those distros. I just don't. I don't. I don't find. I don't find that to be like it's the community-led stuff. Like I like that the community does that, but at the end of the day, it's just more. It's more realistic for me as a person that's actually saying and providing people opinion on what to buy, that I stick with what is available without so much tweaking. I have to pick a side. Can't really be, well, you can do all these tweaking. I'm like, yeah, everybody can do tweaking. I really need to be very conscious of my statements when I say like you should buy something that's natively running SteamOS, because you already know what you're getting into. But I'm not telling you to buy a project. I'm just telling you to buy a system. Because a lot of this stuff becomes projects if you really want it to be, and I really don't want it to be. I want it to be as simple as I pick up my thing and it works. But we know it's not the case with PCs. But Steam has put in a lot of work to make it feel that way. And that's why I respect it. And that's why they always gonna sit at the top when it comes to quality. That's why I said I'll just wait for the Steam Deck 2. I won't buy, but then I bought the Legion OS. I bought it for testing, but even though I can clearly see there's a difference between the Legion Go S Steam OS build and Steam Decks. Steam Decks just works. Like a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with, like this resolution crap, none of that stuff pops up on a Steam Deck. So I can see that there is a difference in even the level of care that goes into their own machines versus what they're seeing on this. Because they're trying to build out an OS that's really, really great. And that's going to take some time, but they are very much so on their way. So, long story short, I know I said a lot. I ain't buying no more experimental devices. I can test them, I can review them. They ain't getting $1 from me. Lenovo is my last like foray in like the unknown, because that Lenovo, even though they are a big company, they do not support their devices as they should. But their saving grace is that they got Steam to back them. They're the first ones to do it, and I haven't seen anybody else get announced yet. So whatever they did to get Steam to want to help them out, it was worth it, I suppose. Oh shoot! Somebody spotted me. Right there. How do I get my weapon out? No, there's the weapon. Oh no! How do I use my weapon? Okay. I'm cooked. Where? How do you use your weapon? Bruh. Hey, do you use your weapon? Where's your where's the controls? System. Options. Control setting. This is not what I'm looking for. Where is the remote controller that gives you the mapping to show you how to press buttons and what to do? This is the ladder. Yeah, you can aim the ladder, but I definitely put the freaking gun on my hip. They capping if they saying I didn't. Is it like on some 007 type it? Oh, there we go. I mean some Metal Gear. Okay, so we got the weapon out. You can do the weapon wheel, press OK, select the category, cycle through, press A to equip. Okay. There we go. Stop playing on me, boy. Don't come this way. I saw him. He over there. Is he about to shoot at me? Gotta go. So would you recommend people, okay, I'm surprised the Legion Go Escaron, who has a better support system and update drivers? That's what you're trying to say, right? Yep. Who has the better support and they update? Steam is probably at the top of that list, probably. And then this goes to Asus, but they don't have a wait, Asus does have a native what's the name as well, right? They have a native am I supposed to go into this sandstorm? They want me to go on this bridge. Well, I know you can climb that. Don't play with me. What? You can't climb that? No, 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 no. I know he can climb that. I should use my ladder. Now I got damaged cargo. Right. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate you, man. Like the content. Thank you, man. You bought the Legion Go as secondhand. Yeah, I bought it. It was $650 secondhand, like 2 months ago. Yeah, bro. I ain't buying nothing right now for no retail. That thing like, I think it's like 1,600 or something like that. It's something ridiculous now. It just sucks. Everything sucks. Where's my ladder? What? You can't make the ladder smaller? Anyways, we got it done. Can we duck? Thought we could. I thought I did. said, oh, Jo saying 2 reasons not wanting the 1X player. 1X player support is China, so if anything goes wrong, I would have to ship it across the world. That's true. Nerve-wracking, expensive items. Yep. 2, Intel, your point about it being new, but also Intel doesn't do well with Linux distro. I absolutely need Linux with my handheld. Yeah. It's so it's definitely a lot more, you know. I just respect the fact that I respect the support so much more than I used to. When I bought the Legion Go 1, I was like, man, this thing is, because it's still a great device. Even the Legion Go 1 is still a great device. It's just that it was like so much problematic things. And then we started to see like the value of what Asus could do with the Xbox Ally X. And it still is great. I feel like the Xbox Ally X has a very big advantage. This looks really good for a handheld, I ain't gonna lie. It has a really big advantage, you know, but it's still Windows, so hopefully Windows gets their act together. I think they're on the right path for sure, but there's clearly still a leader. That's the OS. Am I going the right way? I hope I ain't went the wrong way. Yeah, I'm still going right. I don't have an eGPU, unfortunately, user. I don't really. I have a PC set up, so I really don't need to do it. But I think for testing purposes, it might be a cool idea. But now I just really. I leave that up to the professionals. They go through all of the extra. I'm just trying to give y'all perspective from a regular consumer perspective. Hey, will my games run well? How much tweaking do I really gotta do? Is it worth it to pick up the latest and greatest? This is the Z1 Extreme, by the way. You would think that, grip. Well, you almost butt though. Okay, we've seen the light of day here. That's good. Your endurance gate has been heavily drained while crossing the river. Try standing still for a moment. Oh, so you can refill. Okay. That is awesome. I'm gonna go jump in the water just so I can clean myself off. That's awesome. I freaking love the level of detail that half my body is clean while the other half I still look like Dirt McGee. That's awesome. Level of detail, people. Level of detail. All right, where are we going? When you bought the Legion Go 2 release, did you think they improved it from the Legion Go 1? Absolutely. 20TDP was not an option. It was an option, but it was only for indies. I can strictly go 20TDP for everything. Like, I'm not even running this thing at the full max TDP. Like, I'm literally running at 20 TDP. And we can go up to the max. We can see the difference. I mean, you clearly can see that there's some value in just this operating system. But no, I'm just running at 20 TDP, dude. This is the value of the handheld. This is the value of those Z1 Extreme chips. But even though the Z2 Extreme is more performative at 20, you don't see it because of Windows. So SteamOS is still great comparing with 32 gigs of RAM and a Z1 Extreme chip. This is why this is like, you know, a really good system. But at the end of the day, it's like, what we talking about here? Neither one of them is going to give us a solid 60 as we wanted. So I don't really find that you're still going to get like what at 20 TDP on the Z2 Extreme for sure. You're getting like 90% of your performance. On the Z1 Extreme, you might be seeing a little bit of a difference, but it's like I don't know. If you have SteamOS, you're fine. You're 20 TDP, you're fine. 25 TDP might be your max, and you'll still be getting like close to almost all the performance the Z2 Extreme will get. It's when you start to throw in Windows is really where it changes. And then obviously, you know, there's certain games that just don't run that well, and you start to see that the Z2 Extreme has better ray tracing capabilities and things like that you start to see the difference on. But that's about it. Like, I really think the value is the level of performance, because even then with the ray tracing, I feel like it's the same. It's just for some strange reason the Z2 Extreme sometimes is just a lot better performing on certain games. It's not a lot. It's not like it's a bunch of them, but it's some games that they do perform better. I know Resident Evil is one of them. But you just gotta know what you're looking for, really. You getting it clean. I think this was more of a different location, but yeah, it went from like 10 to 12 FPS additional. That's what I saw. But 2080p is still really very well. It's like you can see the wattage that it's pulling right now. It's just more performative at lower TDP. They still got the dirt on me in the cutscenes too. That's crazy. Correct, Isa. 2020p is worse on Windows, in my opinion. I've seen it where they both equal, and I've seen it where it's much better on SteamOS. But it's never been worse. Never been worse. Not that I can remember. I'm trying to think. I test a lot of games. Being worse.
Everything's in decent enough condition, so it's all good.
We completing missions.
It's just like everyone says.
Yeah, I'm about to play this on my brain read. It seems like it's relaxing. This just reminds me of Forza. You just walk around and try to get to objectives.
Successfully expanded. Commencing. Now displaying your current porter grade. Frame rate increase.
Okay.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. Thank you again. I'll get started. By the time you wake up, I hope I can...
Double of detail isn't crazy. I love it. I need to take a shower, obviously.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
He still got the sand on his face. Do you know how insane Kojima is? His clothes had it, but his underclothes did not. You understand what I'm saying when I talk about a level of detail? Kojima is insane, dude. I love it. I love it. His hair, his head, everything that was exposed to the elements still has sand all over it. Because he took his jacket off and hung it up. If his jacket still had the sand on it, I was about to go crazy. Alright. We need to go take a... Yes. Use the toilet and the shower, sir. Hey yo, what you playing? Death Stranding, man. Calm down. He just taking a shower, Gene. Appreciate the follow, unknown. Thank you. He did have the worst time. He said, what type of party you got going on up in here? Like, man, relax. It's like them anime shows with fan service. Your mama come down at the worst time. I never had that problem. I only watched Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, and then like One Piece. But then One Piece didn't do like the fan service stuff until like the later half when they went and everybody got like pushed. And they had the whole arc where they had to go, get stronger. And then Nami and Robin came back with a breast increase, and I was just like, when did that happen? But the anime style changed, whatever. But I never had that issue. I only watched like 3. It was Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and Bleach. I watched Bleach. I only watched the Shonen Jump. I don't think it was nothing else I watched. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah. Toonami used to go crazy.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
How's the Legion Go S versus the
Looks
Xbox
the same
Ally
as it ever
X, you
was.
think? Oh, Legion Go S is clearing it. Sure.
It's the first time I've been away
At least
from
in
home.
performance right now because of Steam OS.
We're fine. Trust me.
Instability. But
focus on the
Xbox
road,
Ally X does
okay?
do a better job
Yeah.
of holding its own. But this game clearly shows the divide significantly between Windows and Steam OS. I don't know if I'm being impacted by the whole I know that they had new drivers and stuff was, not great over there, but like I know that they was having some issues with the actual drivers recently. Like drivers were giving worse performance and stuff. So it could be just getting impacted by that, but it would not be across both the Legion Go 2 and Xbox Ally X. So it's just Steam OS is just better. Pretty much all you can chalk it up to.
New order available.
This is Death Stranding 2. Is it Death on the Beach? Is that the name of this game? The name of the game? Like the full name? On the Beach, yeah. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Alright, we gotta get a new activity. Oh shoot, it's 3 hours. I gotta go. Alright, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow with Monster Hunter Wilds and I think we're gonna do Monster Hunter Wilds and Dying Light. Dead Space, I still can't get this game to stop stuttering, no matter what we do. This is the game I was talking about that I was going to, the demo game I was going to play. I wanted to play this too. Legion of Judgment, Fallen Angel. But we got a few games. We're gonna be doing Dying Light and we're gonna do Monster Hunter Wilds. I think we got enough footage of Death Stranding to kind of do my comparisons, but I'll see. But overall, yeah. It looks really good on Legion Go S, and it performs well. Like I'm assuming everything is going to be a 30 FPS experience, but this one hovers closer to 40 than 30, which is good. When it gets a little bit unstable and stuff like that.
Be mindful of exposure to timefall.
But yeah, it's still going to be a 30 FPS experience, but we did change our settings a little bit to accommodate it, so we can get better resolution. And that was, we went to quality instead of balance. We might be able to get away with balance, and that might get us to 40 at lock. And then you can also, of course, always push more TDP to it, but this mug ain't been charging, huh? Really? It's plugged in. Wow, that's crazy. It wasn't charging. See, more quirks. More quirks, because I would never, that would never happen with the Steam Deck. It would always be charging. This mug was plugged in, wasn't charging though. Does that make sense to y'all? Don't make sense. Don't make sense to me. Oops. So you can tell that I was running on full battery power, and we lasted about like 2 hours. So I told y'all, it was like an hour and 30. I say an hour and 30. Don't let them get their head too big. Why is it not switching? Let me retry it. Hold on. Can y'all hear it? The sound at all? Hmm. I know there's BTs around me now. We about to go back in the house. Oh, so y'all can't hear it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Um, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do to give me the sound and audio. It's weird. Is it charging? So this one isn't charging because there's two ports. This one won't charge it, but it will go and do the connection. It's like such weird quirks with these things, bro. Where's the what the heck? Where's my okay. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear it now. Okay. But yeah, that's a weird quirk. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not charging. It's not charging. So there's two ports. I put it in the other port, it charged. I put it in this port, the display works, but it doesn't charge. I still find this to be the best one, so sue me. But yeah, we going. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, we'll figure it out at some point. But appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with more games to test. Gonna be looking at Monster Hunter Wilds. We're gonna probably be doing a benchmark on that one, and I might try to give it a shot because I have not played that game. But Monster Hunter Wilds is a game that takes a lot of time, so I don't know if I will play it and heavily, but I will test it, benchmark it, let y'all know, and then we're gonna try to get one game in for the Xbox Ally and Steam Deck. I'm not sure what I want to play yet. We'll figure that out. But all right, I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. I would try Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake if I bought it. I was going to buy it, and I was very close to buying it, but then I bought God of War Ragnarok, Death Stranding 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds instead. So I'd rather bought 3 games than 1. So I did that instead. So that's why we playing these games. So I bought Death Stranding 2, God of War Ragnarok, and Monster Hunter Wilds instead. I will go back to play Remake, but it will be when it drops down in price, probably. Which I don't expect it to be long because it's Ubisoft. Yay Ubisoft. But all right, y'all. I'll be back. Appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Don't forget to sub up and enjoy. Got a bunch of optimization videos on the channel, so appreciate it. Till next time, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay out the way. Peace.